Well, hey there. Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a Forex trader. I'm here to help you understand the market from an Elliott Wave perspective. So we're going to jump right in. I didn't get a video out this morning. I'm really sorry, guys. Worked hard, but I had breakfast for my church people. I made breakfast for everybody and just didn't have time to get a video out today. So let's jump in quickly. I'll get this information out to you as fast as I can. We are looking at BTC right now on the 1 hour chart. I want to remind you this isn't financial advice, so don't forget to remember that. And also, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, share the videos if you can, and definitely leave comments. They really help the channel out. All right, let's jump into the analysis with all the preliminaries out of the way. All right, so we had a wedge formation here. I've redrawn my trend line. I just want to see if this is going to have any significance or not. I had the trend line drawn like this, basically, and it looked like we had some kind of a wedge pattern. At least I don't think it was a pattern so much as it was shaped that way. Then we had yesterday we had. Actually, it was more drawn like this. Yesterday we got a breakout out of it, then we came back into it, then we bounced off of it again. So what's going on here? Again, I'm not a big. I mean, I definitely watch trend lines, but I'm not a big guy for you know as far as trend lines are concerned. They're helpful to help you see where things are going to end. But right now, the bigger concern for me is that we're bouncing off of the one-to-one extension of this move right here. We're at a corrective level. We're actually surpassed it just a bit. Let me make sure I'm right on the tick here. Right on the tick right here. We was the 276 here is at 82.29 right there. If we surpass that, that's going to be an important level to get past. We want to see if we get up here to the 83.26. If we get all the way up here to the 83.26, we're going to have an impulse wave on our hands, guys. We're going to have basically a 1, 2. That'd be a 3, 4, 5. Potentially, that's what we'd be watching for if we got that high. And if that's the case, what we would be expecting after that would be a corrective wave to the downside, like so. Not quite that big. Let's see if I can get that a little smaller. There we go. And then once we get that, we might be ready for an impulse. Right, off to the races again. So something like that. We might be heading up here to about $9,000 potentially. So we want to see what's going on. So if we surpass that 1618 at 83.26, we might have an impulse on our hands. So we'll watch. But until then, I'm not really bullish yet. Until the market begins showing me. I want to remind you that we were in our group trading this to the downside. I was expecting this to be a fake out 4 wave. That was my count, and then I pushed down. Well, that 4 wave has now been invalidated. That is no longer a 4 wave. It cannot be. It doesn't come deep enough. And so this wave shape, I was thinking was impulsive. It is not proving itself to be impulsive. We did not make it down here to the $7,500 mark. We didn't continue down as I was hoping or expecting, but that's okay. We entered the trade up here and held it down here. I actually didn't take profit, so they've eaten up a bunch of my profit. I'm kind of bummed about it, but it's not that big of a deal. I think we're going to get a bounce off this one-to-one extension. If we don't, if it looks like there's follow through, I will definitely cut my trade before I goes into a negative for sure. But I'm a little bit more patient in trades. I can let them go a little longer than most. So you guys are going to have to determine what style your trading is. But right now, I'm still in my short trade from up here. I entered right here at this candle. Right at that stop line, I entered right at 83.10 is where I got in, so into the downside. And that was a nice profit the other day. I should have taken profit down here and then waited to see what was going on. Yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda. You learn all the time, and so hindsight's always 20/20. We don't live in that regret or fear or FOMO or anything. We don't let that affect our psychology. That'll kill your trading. So anyway, that's where we are. We want to wait and see what this is. This to me was a 3 wave to the upside. And then, I was looking at that as a relatively impulsive kind of wave to the downside. So I was a bit surprised. I don't know if what we're going to get is some kind of a diagonal. So we want to watch and see that a diagonal doesn't play out here. But I don't think so. I need to see 3 waves there, and I don't see it. So it's probably not going to be the case. All right, so what do we have? Well, a couple things here. This right here comes to the one-to-one extension right here and stops. It looks like 3 waves. It looks like we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. When we do measure these fibs, we do come down to the 1618 there. Yeah, that came to the 1618, came back up, back down. I was expecting another push down. That was a good third wave, at least what I thought. But again, the market decided to do something different. All right, so what can we have going on here? It's really hard for me to figure out, to be honest with you guys, right now. If this is corrective, I mean, the only other thing I can... This has turned into a corrective wave. That, I mean... it looks like we're going to have to go up for another 3 waves. That's the only thing I can figure out. Because right here, when we talk about this right here, we've got ABC right here to a corrective level there. Evidently, we've got an ABC down to the downside here. Looks like we're going to get an A, B, and a ABC here. So where would that put us if we get that move to the upside? So basically, we would have an ABC, ABC. Now we're waiting for another ABC. Well, let's look where the one-to-one extension takes us. Right there to there. Excuse me. It looks like we're going up to about $9,000 there if that wave plays out. So there, there, there. Okay. So if that's the case, how do we trade that? Well, number one, we need to make sure it's validated. So we want to understand that. It looks like we are heading up, but this is right now sitting at the one-to-one extension. We need to see follow through on that guy. Now, the way this wave could play out is like this. Could have a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you get a 3 wave up, right? Then you get a 3 wave down, and then another 3 wave up. So understand that could take a very complex shape. It eats away time and energy out of the market. I mean, this whole thing is just eating up time and energy out of the market. But it doesn't have to be, straight impulse like this, but it certainly can be. So you need to be ready with that. We are hitting this trend line here. When I draw this line here and mirror that over here, we are hitting that trend line. The market has paused on that. We want to wait and see if we get any follow through there. So let's wait and see what that follow through there. Let's look at the small time frame and see what we can see in this particular wave here. Let's look at the 15-minute chart and see what we got. Man, you can see how it's just been, to me, this is market maker pumping. Market maker pumping is just not even letting it come down in waves. It's just pump, 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 pump. Not letting it come down at all. Just a straight pump. And that really weighs on you and eats on your nerves a little bit as that's happening. So be aware of that market maker plays there, because if they're pushing that up, there's a reason they're pushing it up. So you have to understand and try to get in their minds the best you can. So we have right here, so this came, actually, A, B, and a C right there. So there's a 3 wave right there. Did not come to the 1618, so that's not a 1, 2, 3. I see 3 waves here. I don't see 5 finished waves. Now, the only way I can get 5 finished waves out of that is 1, 2, 3. Is that a 1, 2? See if I can... count that as a 1, 2 right here. On the 3-minute time frame here. Sorry, got lost. So if I put the extension here, 1, 2, 3 wave is way up here. So yeah, I can't count this as as a 5 wave move at all. That's a 3 wave move, 3 wave move, 3 wave move. I mean, I can see, you see it right there, 3 waves. So we got a 3, 3, 3, 3. To me, this looks like a 3 wave structure. Now, whether that 3 wave is here, here, and then here, that looks like a flat. And 5. So that's fine. We had a rejection off of that. Yes, let's see. Today, and it was coming down pretty heavy, and then it reversed on us. So that was a really nice candle there. When was that? That was about 4 a.m. And that would have enticed some sells there. So we're getting some kind of a reversal here, guys. So it looks like we got a 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 3. Excuse me. Now you can see me yawn. I'm on video, not just hear me yawn. I'm trying to interpret this wave here, guys, and see if it's finished or if it's got more upside. So that's what I'm trying to do here. 1618's here. So if this wave, I'm assuming, if we surpass 80.93 to 80.67, if we surpass that, we're going to come on down. We need to look for at least 3 waves to the downside. So let's also be aware of go to the 1 hour chart to show you something else I was looking at. You can see over here we had this little pump up to the trend line, and then a rejection off of it, and it just came on down. Watch out for something like that, where we just pump up to it, and then we got to come on down. So what we could have on our hands here, guys, is a 3, 3, 3, but that would be a new low, and that wouldn't be right. It would need to be impulsive. I guess not. I guess it doesn't have to be. But this would be a 5th wave. Yeah, guys, I'm having a hard time seeing the downside, but I just want to... I don't see much downside here in a count. And if there's a count, I'm not seeing it. My brain's not functioning and seeing it. That would be ultra bearish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Okay, ultra bearish count. So we've already talked about the bull side here. We could have 3 waves, 3 waves, 3 waves, up to $9,000. That's what we'd be looking at. If it's bearish count still, and this is a 1, 2, let me just show you what we got. It's ultra bear, guys. This is a 1, 2. Okay. 3 is going to be way down here. 4, 5. Show you what that would look like. Three would be down here to the 2618, 70,000, 7,000. So what would be the count if that's the case, and how do we account for this wave if it is? That would be a 2 wave of this wave. One, nope, I don't want that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 1 wave. So that's a 1, 2. This is a 1 wave, and this is a 2 wave, ABC. So as long as it stays corrective and it does not surpass 83.10, okay, excuse me, then this is looking like it's heading to potentially to the downside, and that's a way it could be done. So that would be a one wave, that would be a two, that would be gigantic. I don't like that at all. I don't like that count. I don't think that's right. I'm just what I try to do, guys, is try to prove my ideas wrong, and just try to work through it. So this is looking pretty bold to me right now, up to about $9,000 potentially. But let's watch this trend line and see if we get a push off to the downside. I'm having a hard time right now with a count. Tonight, I'll work on that this afternoon and bring it to you in the live stream tonight. Don't forget, we got a live stream tonight at, what time is it? We're going to have it at 8:30 my time, 9:30 Eastern time. And it'll be Sunday night charts, and we'll go over Bitcoin and everything. And we'll have some more information the market will have given it to us, and we'll be able to analyze what's going on. But right now, I'm still in my short. I'm waiting for a pullback to close it out if need be, or a new low. We'll have to wait and see. But this is looking very corrective, three wave-ish right now, and it came to a three-wave fib, and we're pushing up pretty good. But we need some follow-through. If we don't get that follow-through, then we're gonna have to relook at the count, and I'm having a hard time seeing it. So I'm thinking there's a high likelihood of it going up from here. So be careful, guys. Be very careful. But I can't give you a definitive nature of that right now because the market is keeping itself very, very cryptic. The moves are very, very difficult right now. But let's look at some other coins for some help here, because correlation is key to our analysis. So we have this. This is XRP, which I find very interesting. XRP is right here. It's been in this trend forever. Then we broke out of it last night. What we broken back in it again. Excuse me. I usually look at the Elliott waves more than the trend lines, but definitely we keep the trend lines. We keep those clear in front of us there. So we had a break, and then we broke back in. So I'd like to see another break out or down. This looks very three wave-ish there. 1, 2, 3. So we'll have to wait and see what this kind of wave is. That's a 2-hour chart. Let's zoom into the 15-minute chart and see what the nature of that wave is. Is it impulse or is it correction? So, this is impossible to count there. Is this some kind of leading diagonal? Been lots of those lately. No, it's not I don't think it's a diagonal. Could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 is the shortest wave. It can't be that. That can't be. Cannot be. We haven't quite made it to the 1618. If we come down here to the 1618, which is 0.2901, it looking good for more downside there. So let's watch out for that. To me, guys, today just looks like a lot of market maker pushing to get sentiment going the other way, so they can take it the other direction. So that's my take on it right now. That's the way I'm feeling. We'll have to wait and see, guys. Let's take a peek at so XRP has broken its trend line. It's come back into it. I'd like to see it follow through back to the other side. Let's take a peek at Ethereum. I'm sorry, guys. My eyes are killing me right now. Apologize. Okay. You can see a three-wave structure here. We ended at the one-to-one extension. The only problem I have is that this is a very odd shape here of a wave. I can't count 5 waves there, but I guess they're there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess they're there. We got a three-wave move here. Excuse me. All right, so if we get some follow through outside of this channel here that I've drawn, I did have a wedge drawn there, and I'm redrawing the trend lines to see if the channel has any significance. So basically, I was counting this as some kind of a an ABC right there. This looks. That looks like a potentially a leading diagonal, but 2, 3. It's only 3 waves, not 5 waves. Yep. I don't like it. So not a diagonal there. It looks like a 3-wave structure right there. Got a 3-wave structure down. It could be. I just don't see why we need another 3-wave structure here. This was very deep. So it's a little confusing to me, guys, because Ethereum just feels like it needs to come down. XRP broke its trend line. It needs to come down for an ABC. Now, Litecoin, on the other hand, is playing with its trend line. Let me show you. Just gathering information, people. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. It looks like an ending diagonal to me. It looks like we need one more push down to the downside there, and it has not finished. So as long as it stays in this trend line, guys, I think we're going to finish strong here. But we need to move. This last one needs to be a 3-wave move. So it looks like we're getting it. Can't stop yawning today, guys. I'm sorry, and it's the afternoon hours too. I'm very tired. I speak at my church on a regular basis, and you know, just wears you out pretty good. Wears me out for sure, emotionally and physically for sure. It's pretty exhausting. Yeah, looking, guys. I hate to keep saying it, but it just looks down to me. Bitcoin's the only one that remotely looks up, but I can't. I'm just trying to see what that count would be, and I'm just really struggling with that, guys. So let me just bring it to the live stream today. If there's anything else, I'll go live. If I see anything that's worth anything for you guys, I will go live today. But right now the count's a big kind of I don't know burger. I feel like the market's setting us up for a big fall. That's what I feel. That's my sense. That's my spidey senses, just kind of telling us. But we could be going up for 9,000 as well, and that would indicate an upward move in Litecoin and also an upward move in Ethereum. So if that's the case, we got this channel here for some kind of ending wave here, and so we could get a 3rd wave up to the upside like that. So that wouldn't be so bad. I mean, that makes sense, but it just doesn't seem like it needs to go down that way, or it needs to go that way, but it has broken to the upside, so we're going to have to pay attention to that as well. All right, I'm going to watch this wave play out. We're going to bring you some more information, especially in the Telegram group. I'll keep you guys updated for sure. Bring another video as needed, and I'll see you in the chat. So, you guys have a fantastic Sunday. That video was just. It's a big I don't know burger right now. It's just kind of some live TA for you. I didn't get the video out today, so I wanted to get you some live TA. Just guys, it's really kind of an odd place in the market. I guess the way I would trade it right now, the way I'm thinking about it, is if we break out of this trend line, that'll be significant to me. Just to kind of give you some final thoughts here. We need to break over 83.41. We need to get over 83.41. So that's a final thought that you need to have. If we don't get over 83.41, then I'm not sure if we're going to be very bullish here. We'll have to wait and see. So, but it is looking like the count wants to give us 3 waves to the upside, and that's going to take us on. Excuse me, my eyes. Whew. That's going to take us up to about the $9,000 level. So there is an upside count, but be aware of market maker shenanigans to the downside, okay? With that being said, I'm going to sign out now. You guys have a fantastic day. I apologize. It wasn't more organized of information. I can't win them all. I'll see you tonight at the live stream, okay? We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.